spent many years working in the city and commuted up to here, so it was really turning on to the tourist road from the Montrose end. All of a sudden there's a sense of fresh air, space and nature, and then that really continued until turning into our driveway. It always felt like a sanctuary away from busy life. It's very private here, and with the abundant bird life and all the other natural elements, it's just an amazing place to be. And so it really is a sanctuary within the hills. Yes, my favourite place really in the property is probably the lower section here. Just the openness, the views towards the houses, and just the sense of space, and in particular autumn when everything's in colour. So it's just a field of colour, and we spend a lot of time in that area. The sort of whole central kitchen area, it's fairly accessible, I guess, from various areas. So it's been really a focus of activity over the years, the centre point of the property, in terms of, it evolves from there really. After the initial years of moving in here, we wanted to effectively, I guess, reinvent some of the spaces, and as part of that we wanted to create a number of zones so that we could find little quiet pockets within the house if we wanted a bit of time out, or to read a book, or to play an instrument, those sort of things. So we created a number of zones really on the various levels, so that wasn't just a series of rooms. It had to be spaces that could be used for a whole variety of things. And in the time we've been here, we have given different spaces different uses depending on our needs at the time, and as the family's grown here. So it's been very flexible in that regard. Yeah, well, the main house evolved from the 1970s. When we came here in the 90s, we did some fairly large improvements, sort of continually updated, I guess, as time's gone on in the 25 odd years we've been here. The master bedroom, again, I guess it evolved. We have used that room for other activities, but more recently as a master bedroom. It's almost like a self-contained apartment in that it has its own little kitchenette, which is a great way to start the day with the morning coffee and tea. I often have breakfast up there. It's beautiful in the mornings with the sun streaming in, as a place to sit before venturing down to the rest of the house and the day's activities. Yeah, so the walkway idea really evolved initially as a way of, I guess, making maintenance a little bit easier, but also as a viewing platform. There are some distant views over Sylvan Reservoir, particularly in the winter when the deciduous trees' leaves are gone, and to have again some restful sort of time up there with a chair and a good book and a coffee. So we've done that a lot over the years, so it's been a great feature. So the original cottage on the property was built in 1908. It was really built as a result of the property being used as an apple orchard, and we did some renovations there about 3 years ago with a view to using it as a bed and breakfast, which we did. But it's also very flexible, ideal for a next generation opportunity. It's on a single level and is accessible, great for sort of grandparents or indeed teenagers and so on. So we've used it for different things over the years. Could even be used for an office if need be. We're fairly sympathetic in our renovations. We tried to keep the feel of that sort of early 1900s period, but as well as some modern upgrades, I guess, in terms of the bathroom and so on. So it's it's a very special space for visitors and for ourselves, in fact. So there's 4.5 acres in total. So the main house and the cottage are both on a 2.5 acre allotment, and there's an adjacent 2 acre allotment which forms part of the property and provides access via the main driveway. We are very much regretting, I guess, the day we walk out for the last time. It's been a huge part of our lives, brought our family up here, and we just have an amazing connection to it. It was purchased by us straight after we got married, so it's been a big decision to want to leave here, but it's the right time, and but we'll be very sad to go.